Welcome back to Python with Andrew, where we look at short, sharp ideas of various bits of Python. Today, we're going to continue looking at the data type of a tuple, a very simple data type in Python. I like it. Has a few good use cases. And one of them is when we want to return multiple values from functions. So let's jump on over and explain what I mean there. So let me get over to my Visual Studio Code, and I've created a simple function. Define personal detail. I've actually set the age as 10 and I'll return the age. So the function doesn't really do much, but it illustrates the point. That would be the normal way we would write a function where it returns one value. And if I run this, obviously I'm printing that, so you'd expect the answer to be 10. Nice and simple, nothing to do with tuples, and pretty well as we would learn to use functions along the way. Now, what happens if we have multiple values that we want to return from a function? How are we going to do that? We can get fancy in terms of different data structures and classes and objects and all that. I'm going to take that aside because tuples are a nice, easy way. And in this example, let's assume we have height as the other bit of personal details that we have, and we want to return both the age and the height. Somehow we've worked out the age and the height and we're returning it. Maybe there was a lookup in the database, or we asked the user, or whatever it is, but we want to return both. Well, we do it as 2 there, and which makes logical sense. I'm returning 2 values. I just put age, comma, height. So in the function, nice and simple. But what we're actually returning is a tuple. So now if I print this, you'll see it's not just the age, but it's the age and the height. Notice though, it's in brackets. So it is actually a tuple, okay? And that's quite nice. See, I could have actually done this. I could have unpacked it and said age 1 and height 1 is equal to personal details. And I've done it that way. So I'll put it in brackets. I've done it that way so that we don't confuse it with the age and height done there. And now if I print age 1 and height 1, let's see what we get. Oh, we get the number 10 and the number 1.8. Okay, so we've unpacked it. So now the variables age 1 and height 1, we can do that, whatever we want to do in the main program, because we've mapped it to the return from personal details. So that's a nice, simple way where we could return 1, 2, 3, 10 things from a function and have it as a tuple so that we could easily map it and then use it further on in our program. So quite a nice, it's like a niche use of tuples. I find that with functions, once you've got the ability, or you realize that, hold on, I can return multiple values, it becomes a nice, easy way of returning those values without having to use more complex data structures or more sort of tricky ways of doing it. So I like this one a lot. Try it and see how you go. I think it's quite a useful one. Tell me how you go in the comments if you use this particular method. Thanks again for watching Python with Andrew. Let me know also in the comments if you've got other topics or questions, and I'll see if I can do a quick video on those. Thanks again, and have a great day.